Guys, let's accept boarding school made some of us emotionally independent way too early. Do you remember yourself in that blanket crying because mommy or daddy has left you? You're lonely, but you can't tell anyone. So you actually just stop crying. Term 2 comes, term 3, you stop crying. Then have you ever found yourself in trouble, but you cannot speak to anyone because you were always deemed strong for not speaking? And guess what? That turned out to be. Sometimes you would think that strength was survival. So you would go with the paper of, I can't cry. People will see me crying. When they beat me strokes of a cane, I will not cry. I remember in primary school, people were even awarded, given awards for not crying while being caned. And your friends will be like, Edith, you're on fire today because you're deemed to be strong and people applaud you for being strong. But that actually was a lot of weakness. You would have to go at the back of the class and probably wipe those tears quickly so people don't see you break down. Now, I do remember a story that stuck with me till now. When I was in primary school again, I went to a very strong Catholic school. And on visitation day, which was the most awaited day of our lives, your parents would come, your aunties, they have this food. It's not like these Gen Zs. Here, the food was not KFC. It was matoke, it was rice, it was meat, like the real local food in the Ndagala, like that. That's our local language anyhow. So your parents come and then they serve you, and then you eat, and then the assumption was that they leave, and when they leave, you don't have any grab left with you. So when our parents leave, of course, every parent comes with a snack or two for the child to, munch on. But immediately the parents left in the evening, they called all of us and told us to bring our grab. So we thought, okay, maybe it's going to be a fun day where we eat our grab together. Guys, you don't want to know what happened. These guys got the grab, collected it. I remember my parents had bought me Smarties, a snack I had begged my mom all the way from Iganga to drive to Kampala to come and bring for me. And they got all our snacks and burnt them in front of us. And we were told not to cry. But I mean, which 9-year-old kid won't cry? We stood there quietly in silence and tears were just flowing down our eyes. No one screamed, no one made any noise. You would just stand there and tears were flowing. And our headmistress kept saying, this is what happens when you do not obey. Guys, an 8, 7, 9-year-old child, you do that? That was core. I feel like that moment for me defined who I am. Sometimes even when I have a lot of things bubbling inside me, I pretend to be strong because all this comes from boarding school.